Okay, now basically we just start with, you can see my screen, I guess so. Okay, I'm using paid Adobe. I'm using paid Adobe, so some things my all these generating blah 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 no go they show for your own and all those things. So basically, first things first, let's say you've done your storyboard, which is, or your sketch, do you get, which is, okay, let's say you have your script, you've gotten your scripts and you've done your sketch, like you've done your research and you've done your sketch. I hope you get that part. Do you get? Like, girls, you've done your, okay, from this screen, I'm going to this screen. From this screen, I'm going to this screen. You've done your storyboard on your, yeah, your storyboard on paper. Do you get? Now we want to move into your screens. Do you understand? So now let's say my storyboard, I have like 15 screens. Do you get? That is the one I did on paper, 16 screens. Basically, let's just create another stuff, new file. I automatically create it here. Do you get? Normal, our size is 1920. I'm in Illustrator right now. Browser. I'm sharing my entire screen. So what's up? Stop sharing. Okay, entire screen. That's what I'm sharing now. What's up? Okay, you can see it now. Okay. So this is it. 1920. I'm just want to create an ad board. Let's say my storyboard on paper, I have 15 stories to tell or 15 screens to navigate. Do you get? So normal our size is 920 by 1080. Then you choose how many boards. Because I'm working on 15, I'll choose 20. I normally use 20 so that I have extra in case when you are doing your design and all that, more comes up. You understand? So my gap, I mostly use 50 for, sorry, 50. I use 50 here for this. Then we create it automatically. We now have our boards. You get? We now have our boards all set. So the best way I do this, I use Illustrator best for my storyboard because there's this plugin I use to move it from Illustrator directly to After Effects without exporting it out from um Illustrator. Is this plugin, if you can see, it's Overload. Yeah, this Overload plugin. So now this, I've created my storyboard. Let's say I don't have any scene in my head. We don't have any script here. Do you get? But so I'll just explain so that you get it how it works. Yeah, let's say the first one in my script, I said the first one is our logo. They just do a quick design, cancel. They just do a quick design. Let's say um just a quick one. Nothing too fancy. Let's say first one. Our logo is this is our logo. This is our logo. That's nothing too fancy though. Um let's see. Let's duplicate this and then turn it this way. Nice logo. I decorate though. So let's say this is our logo. Let's just say this is our logo though. And just put it smaller parts, make it be like say something good. So I'll just group them, Control G. So let's say this is our logo. Let's say first thing I want to show is in my storyboard, this is the logo, and the name of the logo is Sammy White. Sam, are you still there? Let me just know. Just say yes, you can mute again. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So let's say this is Sam. This is Sam as our stuff. Let's choose it as white. Let's say this is our logo. This is our logo. This G position it, center it. Okay. First is our logo. Then second scene is, let me bring this to here. I say second scene we have um special, how am I going to say that some now? Special photographer. And here I want to bring in some photography scenes. Now this is just an impromptu impromptu script that we are creating, but let's just imagine we have it on paper already. Do you get? And we are trying to design it to see it visually, basically. So now let's just say some best photography spots. Best photography in the world. Let's just use test to do that. Best photography in the world. Best photography in the world. Let me just change column and increase our font size to this. Best photography in the world. Then let's say, okay, now um I want to do something. I want to bring in, after this, I want to bring in photograph scenes, like picture scenes and all that. I want it to be in a 3D format, because you can't put here in a 3D. You just have to make your vision as clear as possible. Do you get? Your vision as clear as possible, as clear as you can get? Let's say here I want to get pictures in 3D. Let me bring in, this is how my pictures. First thing for me, what I create is my frames. Like, sorry, the frame I'm going to place the pictures inside. Do you understand? It has to be visually appealing to you first before you can put it anywhere. Let's say these are my photographs, sample of my photographs, basically. Do you get? Now, we have three scenes already. We have three scenes. Let me just distribute them accordingly. We have three scenes already. Remember, I'm going to put images inside these scenes. Do you get? So you have three scenes already. Then the next one I want to say, Sam, give me an idea now. What are you? Best photography in the world. Tell me something else. Let's say the next scene. Yeah, give me the next scene. Okay. How do you want us to introduce those brands? Just give me the quick imaginary format that came into your head now. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, okay. I don't have logos right here, but I think let's just do a quick typo. Do you get? Let's just do a quick typo and then improvise logo for anyone. Let's say Meta. Mention anyway. You said one now. Just say Meta. Mantra. Spell, please. Manti. Okay. A. A what? 80. Okay, C. C. Okay. Let's say you worked with Mantra. You worked with QFM. Okay, QFM as the TV, as the channel, right? Radio station. QFM. Let's just bring in another one. Let's say fu- M, let me just say MTV. I just say MTV. So yes, been these two. I don't really have nice fonts. Do I have popping? I can have popping thing. Popping works. Let's use Poppin, Cool FM. Let's just leave all this man track. Which font should I use for this guy? Please, they should not be angry. Meta. Let's just look for something for Meta. Meta is bold font that they use. I don't think this have a variation. Like it has variation. So these are the brands we've worked with. Let me just give them small icons. Nowadays, every brand is looking for simple things to go with as their logo. And just say this should be this is for Meta, imaginary Meta for us, though. This is for Mantra, yellow. Okay. Yes, choose yellow from here. And this is just imaginary so that we can just get to the main part. This Mantra. This is it's more like we are doing go things here. Let's see. Let me change this to which other shape are we going to go by? Let me just skip my hair. Let me just use it to be and that's it's looking dark. But anyways, then MTV base. I want to give MTV a square. Anyways, let's give it a stand one. Anyhow, we should manage star. We should just manage the stand. This with what's color green. They just use Google green. They use Google green for it. So now yeah, let me just group them. Control G, Control sorry Z, Control G, Control G, Control G. I just had to group them so that okay now. Please let me just do what came into my head on how to place them though. So that will just be fast. Okay, so this Oga come closer. Are you using like this? Okay, so this said okay, these are going to come out. Just quick design though. So best thing what we are doing here is to find the best way we can represent what we have. Do you understand? The best way you can visually make it appealing. Because is motion design is basically moving graphic designs. Do you understand? So if your graphics design is not neat, there's no way your motion design is going to be neat. Do you understand? Because at the end, people are getting to see one single frame that is showing the informations. Do you understand? Even after everything move, you have to pass an information or tell a story in that single frame. Do you understand? So let's say this is where now let's just say now everything comes back to some blah blah blah, but now it's going to be in black. It's gonna be in black. Okay. So everything comes back to the logo. You get just a quick one. So now you have your story. What you don't know here is how these things are going to transition from here to here to here to here. That's basically what you don't know. But you can pre-plan these things. Do you get? You can pre-plan it in your book. You can pre-plan it anywhere. But if you're handing off this particular storyboard, do you get? If you're handing on this particular storyboard, you can write notes on this particular storyboard. You let just say you want to hand over this particular storyboard to someone else to work on, or you have a group, just bring up a note, type in something. This should be in 3D. This should be in 3D format. Moving, moving in the space. Okay, just a quick one. Don't let me increase the font size. Okay, moving in this space. Let's say this is it. Yes. Or most times you can just box it up. You just box it up with a square. Um, where's my square shape? Okay. Just box it up with a square. Move to the back. Arrange. Move to the back. Put it out white. Okay. So Control G. So now this is a write up for this. Do you get? So if you want to hand off or you want to understand it better, anyhow you want to get it done, use this. You can duplicate to this, write your notes, duplicate to the next, write your note. But shortcut to actually copy and duplicate to every page in Illustrator. Let's say I have these notes here and I want to copy this particular note to every page in Illustrator. Do you get? Because as you copy it, Control C, sorry, Z, let me undo this. As you copy, Control C on your keyboard, then you hold Control Shift Alternate V. Do you get it? It have copied all through your artboards. Do you understand? So that's just a quick one. Yeah, same position, same everything. Do you get? But if you copy, I don't know if you know this shortcut though, but if you copy, let's say you copy this now, you copy something and you want to place it in the same position. Normal in Illustrator, if you copy here, Control C and Control V, it will paste it somewhere else. Do you get? Then to paste in the same place is Control C to copy, Control F. F to paste in the same location. Do you get? So just a quick tip though. So now we have our storyboard. Now, if you have what you want to transition to from the in between scenes, do you get the in between scenes? Most times I don't write it here. Most times it's in my rough sketchbook, like where I have done the rough sketch. Get my notepad, my sketch pad that I've done the rough sketch. That's why I get this in between sketches, the in between scenes. Do you understand? But now let's just go around it. Let's say after this Sam comes up, I want this stuff to zoom in, then the write up comes out. Do you get? So as it's zooming in, the write up is coming out. Do you get? Then after that, this particular write up zooms down, then this stuff, this images starts coming up in 3D space. Do you understand? Then after that, this stuff, this slides to the side in that 3D space, then breaks in this um stuff that we have worked on, these brands we've worked with. Do you get? Let me just control G all of them. These brands we've worked with. Then after that, Sam comes in back. Do you understand? So now, before before if you want to manually do this, you have to get to create different work files for each of these artboards. You get, like, you know how Illustrator works, everything is in one layer. You say this is the layer. Okay, this is my layer. Everything is in one layer in Illustrator, basically. So you can't work like that. You can't export everything because I work one layer. So if you want to manually do it, you will have to create separate windows and then copy all of them. Once you copy, save it out. Once you copy, save it out. Once you copy, save it out. Do you get? But we are not going to go that route. Or let me just I'll show you the routes, but then we'll go to the particular route we'll be using. Do you understand? Okay, let's say on a manual route without this plugin, without the overload plugin, do you get? On a manual route, what we have to do is take this. You just have to create Control N on your keyboard to create a new artboard. Just put it to 1. Create new artboard. You created a new artboard. Let's just go here. Let's copy it. Copy. You come here. You paste it. Do you get? So now this is your scene 1. You have to export it out. Do you get? You have to export it. So you do everything for scene one, scene two. If you have 20 scenes, you do everything for all of them. Do you understand? That's a long route without this plugin. So Overlord has made it easier for us to move directly from Illustrator to After Effects directly. It just has a link that links all of them. Do you get? You understand? Do you understand what I just explained for this one? Okay, you get me. Okay, so now we've done this, let's just move to After Effects. First, open your After Effects, create the same comp size. This is my After Effects. Let's create the same comp size, which should be this. Control K, 1080, blah blah blah. Yes, let's just name it men. Enter. So let's just delete this. Let's go back to our what's it called? Illustrator. Now let's just copy what we want. So not copy, just highlight what you want to move. Make sure this, you see this toggle stuff and overload. Yeah. Do you get? This showing split shapes to layers. Can you see it? Like where my mouse is here, here, here. This overload plugin. Now if I had, you see where it says split shapes to layers. Do you understand? So it should be on when you want all your shapes to be in separate layers in After Effects. Do you get? But if you want them to be, maybe you grouped them and you still want them to be grouped as one layer in After Effects, do you get? You turn it off. Do you understand? So, but now I want it to be separate layers basically. This is some, this our Sam logo. No, they look nice. Separate. Everything should be separate. Do you understand? So that's why I toggled this stuff up. Um, this this font is not looking nice. Sorry, it doesn't matter. Sha. I would say the Sam no do like logo. The logo is not looking. I think we should just make it bold. Uh-huh. Just leave it this. So select everything you want. Click on this. This one is push to AE. Push selection to AE. Just click it. It will automatically import to here. So I don't know why it's not saving. It should be arranged basically. But anyways, let's just for the sake of this, it should be arranged like the same position, the same everything. It should be pushed to there. So do you see it? Now we have everything. This is a test. It's still a test. We can edit the test to what we want. Do you understand? So that's the fastest way to work. Now that's the fastest way to work now. So now we have our this one. Okay, I think this is still groups. I think we should go back. Let's go back to our this. I think this is still groups. This particular one is still. Let me ungroup them, and then let's move it again. I'm still running. Why? Why are you still grouped, bro? Ungroup. I want it to be groups. Okay, okay. Now this is moved perfectly. I don't know why it wasn't moving perfectly that time. So everything is now placed perfectly. I now have this separate, this separate. You can now do your magic. Do you understand? Separately, yeah. Do you understand? So now we have our first scene. So I don't know how others work. So what I'm showing you here is how I work. Do you get? What I'm going to show you is how I work. I don't work before. How I do this scene stuff is maybe I'm working with a sound, a voiceover. Do you get? This particular scene moves from here to here. Do you get? That's how I worked before. This particular scene, let's say the voiceover was talking, it moved from 1 second to 2 seconds. Do you get? I put a marker. This stuff, if you click on it, it will add a marker in it. It will add this. Do you get? You just put it where the stuff ended, push it, click on this marker, comp marker. Do you get? It will add this marker. You can now go into the double click on the marker. Sorry. To write what you want to write, maybe scene one, scene two, scene 100. Do you get something that will remind you that okay, this is what you want to do here or something? Do you get? But it's your choice. Do you get what I'm showing now? Is your choice, but let's just say scene one. Let's just say scene one. We wrote scene one. You can also change the color. You can also change the color of what you want. But me, when I change the color, I use red for maybe I have an error or I need to go back to that scene. I'll just put the marker red so that I'll know that I'm going back to the scene. So everything is choice. You get everything is choice. Um, so we have this. Let's say this scene is ending here. I select everything and cut it. So shortcuts for cutting is Alt to cut from the right. I don't know if you know it, but to cut from the right, Alt right square bracket. You hold your Alt and then right square bracket. It will cut from the right. Do you get? So this is where my scene one is ending. Basically, this is where my scene one is ending. Then let's go back and push scene two. But scene one now we have the same background. Basically, let me just push only the test. You get the test has come in. But let me just move it here and here's my black background. Let me extend my black background. So this ends here. From here, we now get the text. Do you get? Do you understand? We now get the text. You get the gist now, right? So you can use this method when this one ends, you cut it off and add another one. That's how I was working on it before, but this is how I want to show you how I work now. Do you get almost the same way? But due to some animations, that's in between animations can to me sometimes is not predictable. Most times it doesn't go according to how I wrote it on the book. Do you get? Sometimes you might try to figure out something else and you make a mistake, and the mistake is now looking nicer than what you wanted to create. Do you get? Do you understand? So in motion design, I don't call it some most things are not mistakes. Like they might come out as mistake. Maybe you wanted to do something and then you put in the wrong number, the wrong keyframe and all that, and it came out in a different way, but it's looking nicer than what you wanted to imagine. Do you understand? So because of those coincidences, I now work differently. Let's delete this first one. So you can work this way if it works better for you. Do you get this particular one I showed you now? Maybe you get here, you cut it off, import the new scene. Do you get so that I can see your scenes basically? So the way I work now, you get that one right? Okay, so the way I work now, let's just highlight everything. Let's say this is my first, this is the first one I've imported. I do my whole animation first. Like the animation I planned for this whole stuff. I get to do it. Then I get to do it first. Let's say let's just do small animation, a pre-planned uncut for animation. I use this smooth text animation effect that I use. Is that effect? It's called slow fading for text. It's slow. No, no, it's not a plug. It's just this effects and preset. It's just for text. They just type slow. This slow fade on. You get this is just how it works. Just to do smooth text animations. You get so this is just how it works. Now we just done. Remember, is on your keyboard. You know, is F9 on your keyboard for is. Go into your time graph, choose your speed graph. It just adjust. You know about the speed graph, do you? Okay. So let's adjust our speed graph. I think it's looking nicer now. Now let's this is an impromptu animation. We never thought we'd get to do animations, but anyhow, everybody's learning on set. Um let's just say I move my this to here, move this to here. And let me lock my background so that I won't be moving it. What is this one doing here? This is the previous song. Okay. Let's look at background. Let's see how are we going to bring in this stuff. I think them coming in together, then splitting is going to make sense. Okay, yeah. Them coming in together and splitting is going to make sense. Just an experimental P on your keyboard, first keyframe on your P. Just let's experiment on it. Let's just see how it's going to work. This comes here. This comes here. Then I'm going to add a null object. Sorry. You know how to make use of null. Let's just add a null object. But this for I always use my null, change my null color to green. So that's it's not like it's just a personal something. So that I'll know that all my green layers are my null objects. Do you get you okay? So you say these null objects scales them up and then they move like this. Okay, yeah. Let's say this is an S here. S here. This X to 0. F9. Just say it's going to come out sha. Yes. Animation is going to come out sha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Sha bad though. Eh? What do you say? Uh, it's I'm done. Let me just move these keyframes in a bit to just see. Okay, I think this works better. Anyways, experimental. Okay. Okay. Now you zoom in to add another thing. Come on. Yeah, do small rotation. What? What is it? I think subtle rotation mix. Okay. Let's say this is our subtle animation. This is our introduction. Welcome to Sam, blah blah blah. Welcome to Sam, blah blah. Now I've got to my first animation. Now it's going to be easier for me to know how this is going to live. Now, the way I think this is going to live is I want to reverse these keyframes. Right on to Sam animation. I want to reverse, copy, paste, then right click on them, go to keyframe assistant, time reverse keyframe. So it's going to do everything from the other angle. So it's going to go out like this. Then as it's going out, what I want is for this stuff to scale up. I want this stuff. Let me add P to it. Yeah. So you just have a quick scale up. Yeah. As this is going out, is scaling and is moving towards the side to scale towards the center. So this just everything is just an illusion. That we never planned to have this thing like this. You get you never planned it. So most times you plan better in your book, then when you come to the scene, another thing just hits in. You see a better way to get it done. Do you get so? I think when it's going to should rotate a bit again, then add small little rotation to it. Just small rotation to it. Okay, it should still be rotating at the end of this place. So they just offset some things. Come on. Let's see this rotation look on good again. I think this works better. I think this works better. So yes, and use okay, so P and your keyboard. Now all these subtle movements now that's what makes different from um getting being a professional and not being a professional. Like this particular positioning that I'm adding on this stuff now, it will make it look as if it's moving and disappearing at the same time. Let's just check it out now, Sha. Do you get? Do you see that? So they just let it to happen more, to happen faster. I think this is better now. Okay, that works. Now you. So this is what we have now. Okay, let me just bring it. Okay. So this is what we have now. We come to Sam, blah blah blah. Go to Sam photography. Do you get? This is now what we have. On a quick sharp one. So let's go back to here now. Let's bring in this text. Now we know that this text is coming in. Once this gets here, this is when this text is coming in. Do you get? Now we have our transition. Do you get? Not saying much again. We have our transition. Do you understand? So it's not looking better. Let's just do a little small text animation. You know how to make use of animator, right? This animates this text animator. I can't hear you. Okay, you do. Let's just do a little. Okay, let's do a little text. Let's just use positioning and opacity. I don't do put rotation. Positioning and property and opacity. You get so let's just a quick one. Range selector. This is opacity should be. Let's do positioning down a little bit, and opacity should be zero. I don't know at keyframe. Opacity should be zero. Then and should be start to here. Then it should be to zero. So we have something like this. Okay, change the character to words. Then change add to marks. Keyframe on your key on your sorry, easy ease. I say keyframe. Easy ease to here. Ease to here. Um okay. I think we now have something. Let's go back to our keyframe. You let's go back to where this should come in better. I think this should come in. Once this is here, this should start playing out. I think you get so I think this works better F9. You get so this is just a quick one country X. I've never saved this. Why should I save this to some tutorial? Imagine After Effects that do crash up and down. I've not saved our progress so far in desktop. Let me just save it here. Okay, this Sam's tutorial. This then what's our next thing? Our next thing is to bring in our pictures in 3D. This is this. Now hopefully everybody have read what they want to read here. Do you get now? Remember what we want to do. I selected only two. I don't get interest. Sorry, I don't get what you mean by yeah, I've not moved it. I've not moved it. Yeah. I've not moved it. Yeah. I've not moved it. So this is this. I just want to let's analyze how we're going to get that animated. Sorry. So we want it to be in a 3D thing. Those are placeholders. Let's just use the placeholders. Do you get? I don't have images to marks on it. it let's just use the placeholders and imagine them as my photos. Do you get? So let's just bring them in. Here's how I want them to be. Here it is, I've pushed them and they have come in. Simple, easy peasy. We have them inside After Effects now. Yeah, so this shows the word best, blah blah blah. Then at this getting here, as it's getting to this place, most times for my smooth animations, I like I want to scale this thing down. Do you get? I want to scale this particular text down as it's moving. Do you get? But for me to get it to be smooth the way I want it, I mostly use no object to control it. Do you get? So that the properties won't be clash. It will be like something controlling it without moving its original properties. Do you get how no object works? So let's just add new. Let's add a no object to it. Change it to my favorite 100%. So as it's moving like this, I want to parent this to it. Then I want to use a scale for it. So as it's moving, this one you have to scale down to, let's say, to 0. F9 on your keyboard to do. So this is what we have. I want it to be moved. Let it just move so quickly. This is just quick imaginations, no storyboard here, but we imagine that we have a storyboard. So it should happen when I want it to happen when the final right, like when this word is coming up last, like when it did something like this. This is it. Let me add a scale to it. Let's just say scaling from. Let's just say scaling from. Okay, well, I need this to be here. Let's say scaling from here. F9 on your keyboards. Let's say scaling from here. Then we need this to happen around here. So let's see. Do you get it now? This is what is happening. It's more like it's scaling up. More like it's scaling up. You see, then it goes down again. So this smooth scaling happened because of I'm doing the second one from here, from this null object. Do you get? It never finished scaling. Do you get? So the whole thing just made it that the movement is continuous. It never stopped. Do you get? It never stopped. Yeah. So once you stop, your eye just stops. So the best way to just keep illusion going is let your animation don't stop. You can just use scaling, moving, rotation, just to make them keep moving subtly. Do you understand? That's one of the hacks. I think, like from my own table, that's one of the hacks. Lay your sorry. Yeah. So it continues moving. That's just the hack to it. So let's just say, as he's moving down, that's when I want this my stuff to come in. Yeah. So now, are you familiar with the 3D space? Because we are jumping to the topic to topic to topic to topic. Are you familiar with the 3D space? Okay. So let's toggle this into 3D. Let's just put this into 3D space. Bro, we never thought we'd get to here. Well, let's just finish the animation. I never thought you'd do I never thought you were going to do the animation. Let's all finish here. How many percent is it remaining? So we should be done before that. This is just the last scene. But okay, we still have our meta scene, but it's going to be so quick, sha. So we are not doing this as beginners and all that. So we have our 3D space. I want to change their color to orange so that I'll know that this is my 3D object. I'm good at color grading my things. Abi color mapping my layers. It's yeah, it helps me to identify my stuff. So this is it. Next here, as this is going down, it's best for them to come in from up, like for them to come in from the Z axis. Do you get? It will not be as if they are coming in together. Do you understand? So let's just put positioning. This is a position B. Now, do you notice now this is our last frame? Do you get it? This is the last frame that the whole thing is going to stop, basically. So this last frame have to be visually nice. Do you understand? As I said, this last frame, what we are seeing here has to be visually beautiful. Do you get? So every other thing you are doing here is an add-on to bring in your stuff. So let's just take them out of the scene. This one out of the scene. This one. I'll go come on screen now. Out of this. Is that how far you are? This one out of the scene. Wow. These things are really far. Why are you guys that far? Wow. This is really far, far, far. So this one, I don't know, this is Z axis. We are playing with the Z axis. So this is what we have basically. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, you have to come. That object is to control all of them. Do you get? Is if I want to apply a property to all of them, you get that's how I'll use a null object to do that. F9 on your keyboard is do our easy there. Um I prefer when someone is learning After Effects, you should basically learn the basics, like how to manipulate all these um graph editor. Because now there are scripts that you just click one click, it will give you a smooth animation. You get, but there are sometimes you have something in your head and you can't find them in those scripts. You have to manually go into there to get your stuff fixed by yourself. So that's why I advise anybody learning, run away from script at least for the first time. Yes, most of the scripts safe just of recent I started knowing them. So you get, this is what we have is too fast. So this is what we have now. You and your keyboard V is too fast. So let's just offset them so that they'll not come in at the same time. Yeah, you get, so it's now be as if they're coming in. Okay. Let me just drag them out a bit. Then I think they should come forward a bit. So do you get, now we have a smooth animation. Do you get it now? So now we have, let's say now there are pictures. Let's just use it. These are pictures. Let me change them to white. White will look nicer. I'll just change them to white. Sure. It will be as if they are doing something. Um do you get, now we have this. Let me change this code. This code is looking somehow. F9. Just change this code and yes. No, 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 no. So this doesn't matter, Sha. This just try. I think it's looking better now. Yeah. I mean, this one and that one, which one looks better? This is better, right? Mhm. So, okay. Now we have this. Control S on your keyboard. Now let's say these guys are playing. They have played their parts. They have shown you what they want to show you, basically. Do you get? Now, I want these niggas now. Now I want my background. This should be a white background, obviously, according to here, Sha. But anyways, now I want these guys to show up on a white background. Do you get? So I want them to show up on a white background. And the way I'm thinking of it now is I want one of these pictures to be my white background. Let's just choose this one to be our white background. I'll say let's do um P. Let's just use P again for them as they have finished their landing Do you get? Just they finish their landing. Let this one. This is the one I want to be in my background. Let me just zoom here. I want you, bro, be my background. Come over here. Then come in here. You come here. Can I have my new background? So let's just see how it goes. So if this thing just comes, only it moves, it's going to look somehow. So I should just add subtle movements to these ones. Do you get subtle movement to them so that it will not look as if only it's moved? Do you understand? So let's just add subtle, just small movement to it, maybe as he's moving forward. This one too, moving sideways. Do you get forward and sideways? Yeah. You can do, yeah, it can work. Like only it. If you parent only it to a no object, it works perfectly. Do you understand? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, see the thing here. See the thing. I want to be able to offset those movements. Do you get so that they will not move at the same time? Do you understand? So if I use a no object, they will move at the same time. Do you understand? So I want them to have just let them have different feel. Do you get? Like I'm moving this one forward, I'm moving this one to the side, I'm moving this one to the side. Do you understand? So they have, and I can adjust these their keyframes to move separately. Do you get the gist now? Yeah, okay. So that's why I didn't use no yeah. But everything still lies in your creativity. Basically, everything just lies in your creativity. So let's just see how we did it. Okay. Do you get? At least people are saying, okay, something is moving. Do you understand? So at least something is moving, and before this is not just the one you're using as your background to happen. So this is what we have. We have our new background. I love to cut down my excesses. I love to trim my excesses so that my workplace will be neat. Do you understand? Now we have a new background that we have to, let's import this. Let's move them. Hopefully they stay intact. That was like, hopefully they stay intact. Control Z, please. Okay. Control X. Let's just import them. I think they are grouped. Yeah. Let me ungroup them. I import them. I should group each of them together. Okay, yeah. What's up? He still misbehaved. It shouldn't. On a normal day, their brain works very well. I don't know. I don't know why the stuff is. Let me ungroup them. Sha. But I want it to be grouped. I basically want these two to be grouped. Control G. Wait, I think I'm going to get that stuff untoggled. Let me just untoggle them and then just move it one by one and see what's up. Okay, it's moved. It moves. But I grouped you now. Didn't you get grouped? I want you to be grouped. How is this? I beg. Let's just move on. You have to group you. Control G. Control. You just want to move you. Just move you. Don't give me a headache. So move you to this. Just have to respect yourself. To be on one layer. Just be on one layer for once. But anyhow, as you no grade the one layer, let's just move it. I guess move this, and then move this. Hopefully, they get arranged. Something more from this one also. Okay. So this is it. So what I'm going to do is just to parent these ones to these ones. And just parents. You know what parenting means now. Okay, let me just parent. Let me just parent this one to this one. Let me just parent the shapes to the right up so that we'll just be controlling everything we are doing is with the right up. Yes, so let's get this to here. Nothing much I want to do here. I don't think I want to do anything much here, Sha. I think I move you, you go down. I move this one goes. I move this one goes. I move this one goes. Okay, so what I just want to do here is then what came into my head, these moves, what came into my head is just for them to move, for them to just appear from down to up. Okay, let me just put position in all of them. Just position all of them. P position, man. Please, they go down. You understand? Then T for everyone. Yes, T for transparency now. You get that. Then here they just put it at 0. Then all of them they just open their keyframes and easy is it. Let's open their keyframes and how is this? Oh God, bro, why now? Oof. Copy on children. So this is what we have. Here. How many percent is the battery now? 15 now. We are done. We are almost done. So this is what we have now basically. You and your keyboard. Too fast. But this is what we have. Them just they are too fast. You I think this works. This works. Then what you have to do next is just to offset them. Do you get? And this works. Then they just offset. Yeah, this you just move a bit. This you just move a bit. This side this you just move a bit. So think yeah. Oh, this should come earlier. It should come earlier. Uh-huh. We get now we want our base guy, our Sam to come back. So you can just do copy the animation that we have for Sam previously. This Sam is this to this copy. Remember, if you want to copy to paste everything in the same layer, let's say you copy, you want if you select from up to down, do you get you copy it? When you paste it, it will appear from up to down. But if you select from bottom to up and copy, when you paste it, it will be inverted. Do you get? So have that in mind. You didn't know that, yeah. I think just have that. Sorry, I didn't hear you. You didn't even know that one. So at least more they get the bonus tips. Yeah. So let's say are these is after this whole stuff comes in. I've copied it. Now let's bring in our Sam control. Sam, get over here. Mortal Kombat. Sam, get over here. Okay, I think yeah, Sam has to come in. Okay, Sam is there, but he's not showing because he's white. Yeah, you have to change the colors. So this to this, we change it to black. Then the right top, we change it to black. You get so is gay here. Now I just want everything to just fade off. Let me just use their opacity. I just copy their opacity this to here. I just copy the opacity and where's the opacity? Copy. So just to this copy V. And I have to I just reverse the keyframes. But now let it be faster. I'm just offsetting all this offsetting stuff. There's a plugin for that, a script though. Now, if you're on one click, it will offset your stores for you. Okay, okay. I think we are done with this particular animation. Then 8 seconds animation, and let's replay what we have. Let's replay what we have. Now I think how many percent is your battery? Because I don't want them to be stopping. I don't want them to be stopping. I don't really need this stop, stop, stop that is happening. But anyways, you get the idea, right? This is just the workflow. This is just the workflow for it. This is just the workflow for it. So I think once I spot it, I can share it with you then. If you're on X, you just share it on X, tag me. Do you get just anything, sure? You might think that's the workflow. That's my workflow basically from ideation to sketching. Then after the sketching, I move into Illustrator. Then from Illustrator, I then move into this place. But the overload plugin doesn't move images. Do you get? It doesn't move images. So if you have places you have to put images, maybe their logo, the logo you want to use is not SVG. Do you get? Is a PNG or something. Do you get? Those ones you have to manually bring them into After Effects and place them where you want to place them. Do you get? But everything that is vector based, you can use the overload plugin to bring it in. Do you get? So that's it for that. That's it for that thing. I should stop my recording here. Then we go.